Have you ever experienced a moment where, in an instant, everything around you seems slightly altered, as if the world has changed without you noticing? What if these changes are more than just coincidences or perception errors, but rather a sign that you're constantly transitioning between different realities without even realizing it? Parallel realities aren't just a concept for science fiction. They are part of a broad area of study within quantum physics. This field explores the possibility that infinite versions of reality coexist simultaneously. But how does this impact your life? Perhaps in ways more direct than many might imagine. Each decision, thought, and emotion can create an imperceptible shift, guiding you toward a new version of yourself and the world surrounding you. Often these shifts are subtle, almost undetectable, yet sometimes they can be so significant that they completely challenge your understanding of what is real. Grasping the concept of parallel realities means acknowledging that the present isn't static but fluid and malleable. The version of yourself existing now may differ from who you were just moments ago. And it's within this constant flux that transformative power resides. A change in your perception can entirely redirect your life, aligning you with a higher version of yourself. So how do these realities manifest in your daily life? More importantly, how can you tell if you've already transitioned to a new reality? Today, you'll uncover the signs indicating you've shifted to a parallel reality. Perhaps you've already entered another one without realizing it. The deeper you delve into this subject, the more you'll begin to understand that the very essence of your life might be shaped by these unseen changes, constantly steering you towards your true potential. If everything around you can subtly change to the point where it's barely noticeable, what's truly happening with your reality? While the idea of parallel realities might seem complex, at its core, it suggests that life isn't linear. Instead, we're continually navigating through different versions of reality shaped by our choices, thoughts, and emotions. Picture your life as an expansive ocean of possibilities. Each wave represents a new version of your reality. As decisions are made, these waves rearrange themselves to form a new path. This path could resemble the previous one closely or diverge significantly. The hallmark of this transition lies in the state of our consciousness, and often we only recognize the change once it has occurred. Quantum physics offers a compelling analogy to grasp how these transitions take place. It essentially teaches us that the universe is composed of probabilities. Each event and choice generates a series of potential outcomes that may or may not materialize in the reality you currently experience. In simple terms, what you perceive as your present is merely one version among an infinite array of possible realities. For instance, when you wake up and decide to alter a habit, you might be setting the stage for a shift between realities. However, this transition doesn't happen suddenly. It's subtle, akin to the transition from one scene to another in a film. This is where the idea of continuity comes into play. Just as a film reel consists of individual frames that create the illusion of continuous motion when projected rapidly, your life appears as a linear sequence of events. In truth, every second sees you moving through different frames of reality. The mind sustains this illusion of continuity by connecting these fragmented moments and interpreting them as a cohesive narrative. These constant transitions occur naturally, often without your awareness. For example, When you notice something slightly changed in your surroundings, an object in a different position than where you left it, you might have shifted into a new reality. These seemingly minor changes could be subtle indicators that you're navigating between parallel realities. And while these transitions may appear insignificant, their impact on your life can be profound. Grasping this concept is essential to understanding how much influence you truly have over your own experience. You are not just a passive observer of reality. Rather, you are an active creator who continuously affects the various realities unfolding around you. Every decision you make, regardless of its apparent insignificance, holds the potential to move you into a new line of reality. This understanding prompts an essential question. If we are constantly transitioning between these realities, how can we harness this power for personal growth? How can we align with the version of ourselves we genuinely aspire to become? Embarking on the journey of self-discovery involves recognizing moments of transition as a foundational step toward intentionally changing your reality. By focusing on the finer details of your life, you might start to observe that occasionally, things seem slightly off. For instance, you might be confident about where you left your keys, only to discover them elsewhere. Or experience an inexplicable sense that something in your surroundings has shifted, even though everything appears unchanged at first glance. These subtle shifts in reality could indicate transitions between different versions of the world around you. Such minor discrepancies carry significant meaning when viewed through the lens of parallel realities. What appears to be a simple anomaly or a misplaced object might actually signify a switch to another reality path. In those instances, you've moved from where you once were. Visualize your life as a network of paths leading to various destinations. Each decision, choice, and emotion traces these routes. But some deviations are so minute they go unnoticed, akin to making slight directional adjustments without realizing it. However, even these tiny shifts can redirect you onto a completely new path. These movements might manifest as déjà vu, a sensation that you've experienced this moment before with slight variations, as if you're living through a subtly altered version of the present. Sometimes these changes are so minute that they only become evident over time when a pattern of small modifications emerges in your daily routine. Beyond misplaced objects, there are times when you might sense an internal energy shift. Perhaps one day you awaken with an unexplainable clarity or a renewed sense of purpose, as if something within you has suddenly aligned. These are indicators that an internal change has occurred and is beginning to reflect outwardly in your reality. Recognizing these shifts is crucial for understanding how much influence you truly exert over your reality. It transcends noticing keys in unexpected places. It's about realizing that these small adjustments could signal a much larger transformation underway. These subtle shifts are constantly occurring, and becoming more aware of them enables you to consciously shape your future. By aligning with these changes and recognizing them as indicators of transition, you can start making deliberate choices. Rather than merely reacting to your surroundings, you become an active participant in creating your reality. This attention to detail enhances your connection to the person you aspire to be, making personal growth both tangible and immediate. Observing these small transitions requires more than just attention. It demands being fully present and mindful of the moment. Often, We're so caught up in our routines that we overlook the subtle shifts around us. When you begin questioning what feels different or out of place, you unlock a new level of perception, leading to a deeper understanding of how your reality evolves through your choices and intentions. As you tune into these signals, you increasingly align with a parallel version of yourself. Every minor change in reality offers a chance for reflection. When you notice such changes, consider how they reflect who you're becoming. It's within this heightened awareness that true transformation starts to unfold. Sometimes, you recall past events with complete clarity only to later realize they didn't happen exactly as remembered. This phenomenon, where memories seem to shift or adjust unexpectedly, might indicate a transition between parallel realities. As we move into new realities, our memories may subtly change, crafting a new narrative of the past that feels familiar yet slightly altered. Our memory isn't an exact replica of events. It's highly adaptable. The brain reconstructs memories each time we access them, meaning that recalling something can modify its details slightly. What once seemed clear and immutable may suddenly appear vague or different. Neuroscience refers to this as brain plasticity, the brain's capability to adapt and reorganize neural connections based on new experiences and information. The ability to reconstruct isn't just a unique trait of the human mind. It's also a means of adapting to the new realities we encounter. When we explore the idea of parallel realities, this concept gains a new layer of meaning. If each shift in reality subtly alters your lifeline, it stands to reason that your memories would also experience changes. An event that seemed clear before might have different details in a new reality. And intriguingly, these changes are so gradual that you might not notice them until you revisit that memory. This phenomenon is often linked to false memory, where you're convinced something happened in a certain way, only to find discrepancies upon closer examination. A well-known example is the Mandela effect, where large groups of people recall an event or fact differently from documented reality. These conflicting memories can be unsettling as they challenge our sense of continuity and stability. However, this isn't merely a psychological oddity. It highlights how flexible our perception is. Brain plasticity shows that our mind constantly restructures and reorganizes memories based on our evolving understanding of reality. This doesn't mean our memories are false or invalid. Rather, they are dynamic interpretations shaped by personal experiences and the current context. These subtle shifts could indicate accessing a memory from a new reality, where past elements have been reinterpreted or reorganized to fit your present self. The more you notice these instances, the clearer it becomes how fluid past perceptions can be, transforming not just around you, but within you as well, affecting how you relate to your own memories. The pressing question is, how fixed the past you remember truly is. If every new version of reality offers fresh interpretations of what has occurred, then what exactly constitutes the past? Recognizing how malleable our memories are reveals that we're not bound by what we believe happened. Just as the present is adaptable, so too can the past be seen from a different angle. This realization empowers us. By grasping this concept, we can begin to loosen the grip that past experiences have on us. Painful, regretful, or frustrating stories can be seen in a new light. You have the power to release yourself from old narratives that hold you back realizing that the version of the past you remember is just one of many possibilities. As reality evolves, you can decide which version of your past to embrace moving forward. Furthermore, scientific research indicates that recalling memories activates specific neural networks. As our consciousness grows and transforms, these networks also change. Each time we revisit a memory, it is altered by our current state of being, making our perception of the past a reflection of who we are now, rather than just who we were when the event originally took place. Recognizing that the past can change as your reality shifts is incredibly liberating. It allows you to view your personal history as fluid, not as something that defines you, but as a collection of experiences open to reinterpretation. As you evolve and transform, your memories adapt to your new reality. At times, reality seems to break abruptly, as if events no longer follow their expected sequence. These moments of discontinuity, when the usual flow suddenly changes without logical explanation, can indicate a shift into a parallel reality. Instances where it feels like a drastic event was narrowly avoided often leave us puzzled, as if the sequence of events has been skipped or adjusted. These too can signify a transition to a parallel reality. On a deeper level, this might indeed be what has occurred. Such breaks in continuity aren't mere coincidences or lapses in perception. They may signal that on a quantum level, you've shifted into a new version of reality, perhaps one where disaster was avoided. This implies that when faced with potentially impactful events, your consciousness may rapidly transition to an alternate reality with different outcomes than initially expected. These transitions happen so swiftly that the mind attempts to rationalize them. You might wonder how you escaped a situation so quickly, or why it feels so surreal. Confronted with such events, our logical mind searches for explanations, but often finds no rational answer that fully satisfies our curiosity. The sensation that something feels off might suggest you've suddenly shifted between different realities, landing in one where a tragic or dramatic event didn't occur. Such moments of discontinuity are particularly frequent in high-risk situations, like near accidents or emotional crises, where the intensity of the experience seems to disrupt the normal flow of time. There are accounts of individuals who, during near-death experiences, felt time slow down or pause, only for everything to abruptly return to normal as if no danger had ever been present. These instances could be indicative of quantum transitions into another reality. This concept is closely tied to the idea that each parallel reality holds different potential outcomes. In one scenario, an accident could have taken place, while in another, you emerged unscathed. During intense emotional or physical moments, your consciousness might become more receptive, facilitating this shift between realities. What initially appears as an inexplicable event might actually signify a transition to a version of life with a more favorable outcome. Such breaks in continuity can serve as powerful reminders that reality may not be as fixed as it seems. The rigidity we often associate with our daily experiences might just be an illusion. When these events happen, they challenge us to reassess our beliefs about what is real and how reality can be shaped, opening up new dimensions of possibilities. If you can transition to a reality where a tragedy was avoided, what else might you change or influence in your life? Therefore, remember that these puzzling moments of discontinuity can be viewed as opportunities for awakening. They compel us to pause and reconsider the world around us and our role in shaping this experience. Instead of fearing or dismissing these events, we can learn to see them as gateways to new possibilities and paths of existence that are always available to us. Now that you're aware of the subtle signs of transitioning between realities, such as minor adjustments in daily life, changes in past perceptions, and breaks in continuity, a crucial question arises. What can you do with this knowledge? When consciously recognized, these signs empower you to take control of your experience. Understanding that reality is ever-changing and that time and events are not fixed allows you to view life as a realm filled with endless possibilities. This perspective changes your interaction with the world, turning you from a passive observer into an active creator of your own destiny. To craft the reality you wish to experience, it's crucial to be in harmony with the present moment. The present is the only concrete reality, serving as the point of power from which all future possibilities emerge. By connecting with the now, you align yourself with the ability to transform what lies ahead. Focusing on what's happening at this moment, your emotions, thoughts, and actions enables you to channel your consciousness's energy toward manifesting your desired reality. One effective method for taking charge of your reality is through visualization. By picturing your ideal self, you start forming a mental blueprint that influences your actions and behavior. Visualization goes beyond positive thinking. It is a potent tool for creation. When you visualize, your brain begins to develop new neural pathways that mirror this version of yourself, making it more tangible and attainable. The key is to visualize in a detailed and emotionally engaging manner, allowing yourself to feel as though you're already living that desired reality. In addition to visualization, adopting consistent daily habits that reflect this new version of yourself is vital. Small intentional actions have a cumulative effect over time. For instance, if you aim to align with a healthier reality, begin by making minor changes such as adopting healthier eating habits or establishing a regular exercise routine. Though these habits may seem simple, they gradually reshape your perception and ultimately your reality. Over time, these actions become an integral part of who you are, allowing the new reality you seek to manifest tangibly. Moreover, a crucial aspect of consciously selecting your reality involves being mindful of your emotional state. Emotions serve as powerful indicators of whether you're aligned or misaligned with the reality you desire. When you're emotionally attuned to the reality you want, you'll notice that the path toward it unfolds more effortlessly. The idea that we are constantly transitioning between different realities can be viewed as a natural part of personal growth and development. Life is fundamentally a never-ending cycle of change. The person you were a year ago has evolved, and the person you will become is influenced by the decisions you make today. Every transition, regardless of its size, moves you toward a new reality. Being mindful of these changes allows you to steer them in line with your aspirations and desires. Understanding that these shifts are natural can bring a sense of peace. Instead of resisting change or feeling adrift during times of uncertainty, you can embrace them as part of the evolutionary process. Life isn't a straight, unchanging path. It's a continuous flow where each change offers a chance to recalibrate and realign with the reality that best matches your true self. The ability to choose your reality isn't about controlling every aspect, but about recognizing that you're constantly shaping the world around you through your thoughts, emotions, and actions. This awareness is empowering because it reveals that reality isn't something that happens to you. It's something that responds to you. By understanding this, you liberate yourself from feelings of helplessness. Remember, the power lies within your hands. Each day and with every decision, you have the opportunity to align more closely with your ideal self, leading the world around you to adapt and mirror this new reality. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe to our channel. Share it with others who might benefit from this message. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching and being part of this journey. Take care, and see you soon.